Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This is a very special game. We're playing the best team in the world. These are Riot employees. They made the game, and even though they don't play competitively, because that'd be super unfair, they're just amazing players. You have Warwick, actually went Warwick to kind of an homage to him. You got Freak, who's incredible. You have Nikasaur. He's the best player in the world. He's actually got like an awesome podcast or something like that. You should check him out. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. And Assault, by the way, if you're in game and you know players way better than you, a really smart thing to do is just copy what they're doing. I had an old coach once tell me, if you're not an athlete, emulate one. And Nikasaur, he's an awesome athlete. He's not on the ELO because he's in Riot Games, so it'd be a little bit unfair to put him on the ladder rankings because he'd just crush everybody and people probably wouldn't want to play the game anymore and they'd probably call him a hacker and stuff like that. But just be aware, he is the best player in the world and he's going to be the guy we need to shut down in this game to really have any sort of success. So we're running a really high-end strategy where we're going to go with one suppress with Warwick. And that's basically it. Our silence and slow will cover it otherwise. And then we can output damage and kite. This is a really advanced strategy composition team. It's super good. If you'll notice on the opposite end, this is actually right after the heal nerf. So you're going to expect to see this at really high level down the line where they're running a lot of heal and a lot of clarity, so they can just survive in team fights forever. And also, yeah, Soraka and Sona. So it's going to be an ultra support team. They've got a ton of damage with that Lux. That Lux is just going to blow us up, and that Jarvan's impossible to kill, and Akali just an awesome team. So here you actually notice the chat. Janook regularly plays with us, but he's traded us to, he's being a traitor here between his team and whatnot, and he's just being kind of a jerk where he's like, oh yeah, well these guys can't beat you, so he's actually going to switch teams, so we're going to try to show him up here. And Freak and I have like a long-standing rivalry with one another. He's a jerk, man. That's what all I can say. It was like in WCG, we hung out a little bit, and then he had like a Guitar Hero thing and didn't want me on his band, and then ended up ultra failing, and he like totally blamed it on me from then on out. That's basically how it's gone down. So he's kind of a rival, and he wants to beat me really bad too in this game, which is why he's going to be tryharding this really, really hard. So anyway, we're hanging around blue. I'm going to go ahead and take blue buff to start, getting a good man pull here from Cosmolot and Ender. This is actually before the Mord nerf, so Ender is kind of going a little bit. We're going to try to take it easy on them a little bit, but he is playing a rather strong champion, doing the ultra high strategy of 2 mid right at the beginning to push Warwick, because Warwick, again, he's incredible. Again, went Warwick is an homage to him. So, yeah, having 2 mid, and it looks like we're going to have Soraka switch off. Just want to feed that experience a little bit. Oh, yeah, going to be a Akali bottom lane here with Nikasaur. And again, watch Nikasaur. So good. Awesome skin right there. Actually, great skins across the board. You know, when you have a 5-skin team, which is, I believe, what we're going up against, you're in for a tough game. Jarvan on top line going up against Rumble, which is going to be really, really tough. We're probably going to go and pick on Janook early, just because he is a jerk and he did betray us and not basically stop playing with us and stuff like that. And he was like, hey, let me tell you all the weaknesses of the opposite team, and told all our team weaknesses and whatnot so they could try to win the game, which is really messed up, I think. So anyway, that's what's going on here. So this lane, you got kind of the range support. Akali's being just directly supported. I don't see how Akali's a direct counter and Sona direct counter to both of these guys. Soraka has no chance in this lane whatsoever. She's not going to be able to harass or anything. It's amazing that Kaz is still alive right here with Akali pressing against this. And yeah, they're just going to have to try their best. Also, Rumble directly countered automatically by Jarvan. He's got all that deeps, crazy damage that he can do to Rumble, and Rumble, you know, he's only got so much health, and that yellow bar goes down, he has a lot of trouble. Also, on the opposite side, if you hadn't noticed, it's this is ultra smart strategy. Freak is actually going support jungle. So he's jungle Soraking, which ultra high strategy, because you know you've heard of having like a tank in the jungle, and there's like the Fiddlesticks AP mage in the jungle, and then you know you have your attack damage characters in the jungle like Gangplank that can kind of go defensive or attack damage, whatever. But when you have a healer, an AP healer caster in the jungle, it's just imbalanced. And I know a lot of high level teams haven't caught on to that yet, but just wait for it. Later down the line in the meta game, it's going to be ultra popular, throwing in the jungle. And I'm not going to wander into the jungle because I'm afraid of Freak. Actually, as Warwick going up against the Soraka, especially at the low levels, it's going to be really difficult for me to do anything against that. And he's going to have a super fast, super strong jungle, and he's going to be able to save his teammates out of lane. Probably going to be able to pop out and gank and drop a silence on any of these guys. I mean, all of their abilities. I mean, this entire team is directly countered by that Soraka, because if they're so ability dependent, if they get hit by any silence across the board, they're just going to end up getting killed. Anyway, getting red buff, so I'm going to go actually move up to try to gank Jinook. Jinook is playing a little bit greedy. He's like, I know I hard countered Rumble, and Rumble, Mr. ES is doing a fantastic job of actually baiting Jinook back. Jinook's thinking, oh, I'm going to get a kill, and this is going to be totally awesome. But nope, here I come from behind. Totally turn on my E there, and I'm going to hunt him down, flash. Moving out of the way. I'm going to try to give Mr. ES the kill in lane, so super pro right there. There's the double heal. Did manage to kill him. Mr. ES gets the kill. I feel awesome in lane. And there we slowed Jinook down. We made a statement there. That's right. You shouldn't have tried to go against us. Unfortunately, though, Soraka, even though she was level 6, so Freak probably level 6 in the jungle here, did not use his ultimate, which is very helpful because that would have completely jacked that up and Jinook would have been able to turn around and kill us both almost instantaneously. Again, still a little bit afraid of Freak, even though we have kind of a possibly 2-on-3 situation here. So I'm just going to go back to jungling and play absolutely safe. Warwick dominating this lane here against Ender. As you can see, he's open up with that Ruby Crystal, very strong opening item as a Lux in mid lane. Ender is doing his best, but I mean, that's hard. You can already see 19 kills to 28, and that's absolutely necessary. Mord has to get at least 4 or 5 times the creep score as a Lux in mid lane in order to be just flat out viable, and that's what it comes down to. And actually, it looks like this entire team, yeah, they're doing the smart thing. They're going to do the copy Nikisor build here, where they've all gone Ruby Crystals to start. So that's very smart. Again, like I said at the beginning, you want to try to, if one player is doing really awesome stuff, just copy that player, and it'll probably work out for you. Really solid advice right there. So continuing on my jungle, I'm actually doing really killer, doing a really intelligent thing, and even, yeah, I have red buff, I could go harass lane, but let's play it safe. Let's not get too greedy. If you have red buff, go ahead and go back and buy your items. Don't worry about it. There'll be more red buffs. Even if there's someone weak in lane like Warwick or Jinook pressing lane, actually looks like he's got full health. Don't worry about it. Just go back. Red buff's not that important, is what it comes down to. You can be successful with or without it. Yeah. Anyway, Kaz is just doing a pretty good job holding lane. He's actually very vulnerable right here. Again, that very powerful, yeah, okay, they got a powerful Soraka on the other end, but Soraka still can do something in this lane, so they're a little bit threatened. They're going to back up. And it looks like they're just giving up 3 hits on this turret. And I think this is a really interesting strategy the bottom lane's doing. Essentially, they're trying to set up a gank for Soraka on the bottom lane. They're like, go ahead and overcommit, and then as soon as there's one turret hit on either of these guys, you're going to see Soraka just peel out of the jungle and kill someone or something like that. So anyway, I'm coming up top lane. I'm very close to level 6. There's Jinook diving in. Mr. ES. Mr. ES is just taking a ton of damage. He's actually being very brave to just stand in that fight, taking lane over for him so he can go back, buy some items, heal up. And I'm just going to try to harass Jinook down. It's very important to just push the lane, by the way, as a jungler. You want to push that lane as far forward as possible. That way when they come back, they're right on top of turret and they can do damage to turret and stuff like that. So really, again, this is great advice that you can take into all of your games moving forward. Very strong level of play. It looks like we have Kaz coming out of lane. You got that Lux on turret. She probably doesn't have a lot of health. Never mind, he's just going to be back. That's actually very smart. He wants to make sure he doesn't get killed out of nowhere, so he's going to come all the way. No, fake. So maybe he knows there's a ward there. He's going to throw Warwick off, actually coming out of lane, hitting him. Is he going to get the kill? There's a stun on Ender. Actually absorbs that on that back edge. Needs to be careful because Lux can do a ton of damage, and Kaz still trying to back up. I don't know why he's trying to sit here at all, eating a lot of damage, but the Lux just so strong. And that play is actually going to be able to hold this, and Kaz now going to back up just in full view. She's just taunting him there. That's how good a player he is. He's just like, what's up? Just going to taunt you mid lane. So this is actually Freak being very passive in this game. Has not run out to gank at all, which is very rare for him. Usually when you see his Soraka jungle, he's all over the place silencing people and just murdering them. It's not even fair. In fact, the Riot staff, they've done this special for us. They actually don't let him play anymore, the jungle Soraka, just because they're afraid it's going to break the metagame. Anyway, Mr. ES already has that Hextech Revolver out in the field. Let me go ahead and bring up the CS. It's again, we haven't seen Freaks. We don't know what level he's at. He's probably like level 10 or 12 at this stage with his jungle pattern. Jinook has got some damage. He's out leveling Mr. ES, which is no big surprise. Again, Jarvan just such a strong top lane. I'm setting up for a gank middle. Warwick on Warwick. which is really entertaining. We're gonna have to wish, most definitely, because Luck's such a strong hero. I did want to mention this. Unfortunately, whenever you see Warwick ult, he always will ult on the left-hand side of the hero. So this is actually a complete. Even the spawning position's not favorable for Warwick because I'm spawning top right instead of bottom left. So a little bit unfavorable in that regard because I'm going to be spawning. So when I use my ult, I'm going to be ulting into their turrets, and it looks like I missed. Wow, they got Freak out of position somehow. How did they win a 3-on-2 bottom lane with Freak there? Unbelievable. Great play from Hero Yui and Cosmolot, especially against such high talented hero. And it looked like they got 2 kills on top of it. Unbelievably killing the Akali. Akali is usually unkillable, period. There's just no way you're going to kill him, especially with this team comp, especially with a Sona right there to heal up. So it looks like they're going to be able to take that turret down. That's a big win for our team. But we're not going to get cocky. This is still the best team in the universe, really, when it comes down to it, because they're not playing League of Legends on Jupiter or Mars or something like that. So yeah, the best player, the best team anywhere. It's really high level. Chinook is just kind of taunting Mr. ES. I don't know if Mr. ES is going to fall for it here. He's just looking to use his ult on top of that turret and kill Mr. ES. So Mr. ES is going to play this really precautiously, though I'm still working my way through the jungle. Doing pretty well. Need to cover middle lane actually while Mordekaiser's out of there. So we did get bottom turret, so we did take down first turret. That puts us in a really good position here, but still Freak has not shown him. Well, he's just kind of shown up and died out of the jungle. But keep in mind that as soon as we have one big team fight, that's when it's all going to fall apart for us, because of just this ultra heal, ultra clarity, just really great summoner spells. They're going to have so much viability for such a long period of time. They're just going to be able to sit and do damage forever. And there, I'm intentionally baiting out. I'm getting stunned intentionally because I can just heal up as Warwick, and then she used her ult. And since her ult has such a long cooldown, that's going to be really helpful to Ender. That I took this damage for him and that her mana is reduced and things like that. It looks like we do have Hero Yui on the bottom lane against Rock with that strong silence, looking to hop out and do some damage. Anyway, I don't know why they're letting bottom lane free farm like this, though. They really should be right on top of these guys and attacking right in their face. Because that would be, especially Nikasor, because Nikasor, again, so strong, that guy. He's such a good player. His Sona is really, Sona's not his best player, but Sona's definitely one of the stronger players. Looks like Kaz is finally going down there to stop some of that free farming going on. Really dangerous. Actually, a little bit vulnerable, so I'm backing out of that lane. Mystery is still he's done a fantastic job to have not died on this top lane, and actually he's even killed Jarvan once, which is you guys who play League of Legends, you know that killing Jarvan is impossible, and so that's amazing. That's incredible. And wow, yeah, Ender, the fact that he's not died, the fact that we don't have any deaths is just, it's almost a fluke, is really what it comes down to going up against this team. They're playing ultra conservative style, we're playing ultra conservative style. We just happen to be ahead, but again, it can turn on a pinpoint here. It looks like Akali going for a gank middle lane. Strong gank versus Mord. Mord is he's kind of squishy, particularly when he doesn't have minions around him to help push that lane, or when there's like a big minion push against him. You can kill him super fast. So it looks like Ka's going to come in. He's going to try to support Ender, knowing that he's in trouble 2v1 with this lane. I'm also going to come into support because I realize that Ender needs as much support as possible. So here, he's probably almost dead. I don't know what his hit points are there. He probably just got out of danger there. Was probably going to die. I paused there for a second. That was kind of intentional because I really didn't want to engage right there. So I just had my character stop, hit the S button. Looks like Mr. ES did manage to get a kill top lane without dying, which is big kudos to him. While 3 are in mid, he's like, okay, distraction. I know that there's not going to be any support. That's probably where Freak's going to be with Soraka. I'm safe. I'm going to go ahead and take that kill. They're starting to push mid turret. Still no team fights yet. Waiting for that team fight. Nikasor does have boots now. Kaz is actually running some nice stuff. Looks like I'm engaging Freak. This is the first heads-up fight. This is really dangerous, but I have Hero Yui to back up, so get the kill. Nice. Wouldn't have been able to do that one-on-one as Warwick, and it looks like, ooh, Ender almost dying there top lane as well. Okay, countering around. Keep in mind, this is a really strong item set on Soraka. He, in fact, has 2 potions. He's got a Ruby Crystal, and he's got Boots. Again, going with the copy Nikasor build, which, ultra powerful. Really, really strong. Anyway, starting to push mid lane here. 2-in-1, but this Lux still could kill all 3 of us. Keep in mind that ult does tons of AoE damage, and it's just a ton of damage. And just even with 24 AP, she can just assault us for like 900 damage each. So gonna have a lot of trouble. And I just had something fall off in the background. I I think I'm still recording. Yeah, I am. That was weird. What the hell was that? Anyway, Freak gonna engage on blue buff. This is a big problem because one, I'm being engaged by the golem simultaneously. I need Hero UE to come in and save me, otherwise Freak is gonna kill me. On blue buff, there's a silence. That's gonna give us an opportunity. As long as Freak is silenced, we still have a chance. And I got a second kill on Freak, which makes me feel incredible to beat a guy, one, who's as good as Freak. Janook coming up. He was gonna try to get double kill, ulted there. As you can see, the attack animation being really good on that. Janook is now going to try to pull out a lane, turning around, ulting on that Soraka, which actually, and it looks like canceling it to try to get out. There's some of those heals going to come in, and it's a 3-on-2 situation. We're in a lot of trouble here. We're going to need support. Hero UE managed to get that kill on Janook. That's going to balance things up. Now Ender coming in. Now we have a shot. And here's 3-on-1 Nikasaur. It's amazing we were able to kill her again. She's just so strong as a player. Warwick coming in after the fact as well. Trying to chase Warwick down. As you can see, they're ultra tryharding. They threw everything they had at us there. Looks like they've all gone to Ionian Boots, so that's going to put all of their strong abilities on cooldown. So they're going to be like casting spells left and right, and because their team counters our team with just their flat abilities, that's going to make this even harder. Wolves pulling off lane, Warwick taking some damage there by Cause. Freak right there, though. This could be it for Cause. He might die here. There's that slow. Yeah, Cause most certainly going to die. Whoa, he does a great juke and flashes over the wall. Completely jukes that team. There's so much deeps right there between Warwick and Freak that they were between that Lux Sona, or sorry, that Lux. I wanted to say Aurelia there. Between that, I can't say it for some reason. That Lux Soraka combo. That yeah, he's lucky he got out. Really, it comes down to. And Lux's ult probably is on cooldown. Otherwise, he would have just spammed for basically 900 damage with the Ionian Boots. And keep in mind that with that Ionian Boots, it's more like to that cooldown's probably reduced to more like 45 seconds or 50 seconds, and there it was wasted again on Ender. So I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but Ender, I'm sure, is like really low on health right here, so he's just going to back out, which is really, really smart. We've cleared the jungle, we've taken Dragon, we're starting to push through. We've gotten Dragon every single time, which is probably the only reason we're still in this match at this stage. We are controlling it at this stage. We finally have opened up a wide enough lead where we can start thinking about getting aggressive against their team composition, where we can actually engage Freak head-on in the jungle. Normally, we wouldn't be going into a 5v1 situation versus a Soraka unless we had a Soraka alongside. Freak completely juking us. You see how smart that was? He went up into our jungle and juked all of us. He's so smart. He's probably been sneaking in the jungle and warding everything along here in the meantime. In fact, I'm sure that both sides of our jungle are completely warded. He's going up to the north. Very strong counter jungle right there. We're actually telling him how intelligent the balls, basically. He's just got huge gonads to come, because he knew he was going to be 5-on-1. He was just taunting us. Now we're engaging. This is the team fight situation I was talking about, and with all of those heals, all that clarity, and the Ionian Boots across the board, and also that huge health boost, that huge health boost that comes from that crystal, it's going to be really difficult. I managed to go up. It looks like we did manage to hunt down Freak finally, but it's 5-on-3 mid lane. We're looking for a good spot to try to engage. It looks like we're going to try to focus Akali down because she's got the highest degree of escapability, and she, aside from Lux, can do a ton of damage, and then we'll probably have to get Janook after the fact. So here comes Janook coming in. We got him silenced. That's the only reason we have a chance in this fight. There's Akali pushing up. Mr. E is joining the fight as well. Hero looks like he's going to be able to stay alive. And man, that was brilliant positioning on our part, completely staggering them out. Their pursuit was really strong, but it looks like we're going to come out with this. Anyway, Warwick isolated, 3-on-1. Great play there. And it looks like Akali is going to be able to escape, which is, you know, standard. Akali can get in and out of fights, no problem. And we're hunting down Nikasaur, as you can see, just because he is such a good player. He actually stays alive and probably still could have won the team fight right there, but he's going to play that strong, aggressive, conservative style, and he's just going to back up and make sure that he can get in a better position to win fights down the line. Now we're in a solid lead right here. We might have a shot at winning this. And we might actually have a solid shot at winning this, but we can't make any mistakes. We really need to focus hard here to make sure that we don't make any mistakes. If we engage any of these guys without a huge hero lead. Oh man, Mr. E is dominating Freak. I'm not sure. I think there was a silence there out of nowhere. I don't know where that silence came from. Otherwise, Freak would have just killed everybody right there. And it would have been awesome. Yeah, and wow, our Rumble is actually carrying us hard this game, 5-1, which is rare. Because Rumble, again, not a very good character to play. I mean, at certain ELOs, whatever, people play him as a joke, but generally, especially at this stage, nobody really plays him. He's just not very good, except as basically jungle bait. jungle bait is like a high advanced strategy where what you do is you have one hero who's just ultra weak compared to all the other heroes, and so that's the hero that's supposed to attract all of the jungle gank attempts. And as a result, the rest of the team can free farm. So it's really intelligent. You should try that, guys. You'll see it at the high levels where they just put a really weak hero top lane. And then, yeah, they just try to get the jungle to constantly attack that guy. That's what it comes down to because he's just so weak and can't be dealt. Anyway, Chinook engaging middle lane. Yeah, looks like trying to do some damage here and there. Chinook silencing, so he is silenced. You really can't do a lot. Again, this low CC, the low stun strategy we're running is really working. Mystery is because he had a shield up, not taking a lot of damage from that ult, which is a surprise. We've done a good job against that Warwick and extending out there a little bit. There's a stun. Again, I'm on the opposite side of that turret. I actually wanted to absorb turret damage intentionally, which is why I ulted right there instead of a little bit earlier. Yeah, strategy where you just want to absorb a little bit of turret damage to try to make sure the rest of your team doesn't do it, even if they're behind, because you never know with your team, they might pop out and things like that. So just something for you guys. If you're a Warwick and you think your team might absorb turret damage, just go ahead and take the turret shots, because you can heal it back up no problem. Anyway, we're going to push bottom lane. And especially over time, because, you know, if you take 3 or 4 turret shots, you know your team isn't going to die. So there I'm doing it again. We got minions right here now that are going to be absorbed. That's the only reason I'm backing off that. So yeah, super high end here. We are now way ahead at this stage, and it's mostly because of my effort, really, what it comes down to, and the turret absorbing strategy here, and everything I've done in the jungle this far. As you can see, I've got 6 assists. And 90 CS, which is like way better than their entire team, which is why they're losing and stuff. Their strategy obviously is falling apart a little bit just because of my disruptive influence in the jungle, the amount of ganks I've done to disrupt Chinook. I think the key here is we put Chinook on tilt, and because we put Chinook on tilt, he wasn't able to tell them our secret weaknesses and things. There's a Kali dropping that shroud. I'm just going to sit in it. I got that Sunfire cape. And there's Chinook. I'm going 2-on-1, no problem here. Here Yui coming back. I'm just going to flash out of that. And you see that brilliant strategy, flashed out, killed everybody, baited them into that. So really strong bait. Here I'm going to do that turret. Oh, see, I didn't do a good job there. Kaz getting a triple kill as a result, though. Initially, I tried to absorb the turret shots, but then I just kind of got out of it. Kaz being really intelligent there. He was trying to do the same thing I was, but he forgot that he was Tristana instead of Warwick, and Warwick is... It's a role... At high levels, you have, like, that role, which is the turret-absorbing character, where you just have that one character who's just supposed to absorb turret damage at a certain point, so the rest of your team can fight. Anyway, Freak getting pushed back. We outlevel him by quite a bit right here. The only reason they're not engaging, Freak taking a lot of damage from Mr. ES, who's now our hard carry, and wow, he's just dominating. You see that? Dominating. And, you know, usually I'd feel bad for Freak, but honestly, they try-harded this, so you can see the cloth armor out there, so they should be winning at this point. There's absolutely no excuse for them not winning here. So it looks like Mord is in fact dancing before his fans and doing a little Mordekaiser dance. And he's actually got the pentakill skin, which is why he's doing this too, because, you know, when you have the pentakill skin, there's actually secret passives that give you advantages in game. A lot of people don't know about that. Looks like he did get ulted there as a result. Lux didn't like that. Yeah, see, Nika, he was like, screw that, dude. You want to dance for your fans? I'm gonna shoot you in your face. And that made Ender think twice. Actually hurt a lot, probably scared him offline. Anyway, we're taking blue buff. This is a stage where, yeah, we're going to give it to Soraka, who, again, is the only hero of worth we have on this team. I mean, that's the only hero we have reflected here. We should have just actually, if we could have figured it out ahead of time, just stolen their champion lineup, because it's just a much better team composition. I mean, again, we were directly countered across the board. I don't know what we were thinking. Anyway, but it looks like it worked out, and it looks like we're doing okay here. Still need to concentrate, play very carefully here. 2-on-1 engagement. Very, very strong. Looks like Kaz. And he's going to absorb all that damage. It's a very intelligent vendor, actually, to completely retreat out of here. And Kaz actually getting out. Wow. It's incredible skill. But yeah, that was very intelligent on Kaz's part. Just going in, take as much damage as possible, let Ender escape. It's really good, and Ender pulling out there. Now we're going to have a full team fight. And again, there's just so many heals. We're probably going to end up losing it. So there's heals, there's some clarities. It looks like we're not able to kill Chinook. Chinook very intelligent to pull back. There's more heals being burst. Looks like it was fun. Yeah, I just honed in on Freak. I know that probably wasn't the person I should have focused on. You don't generally want to focus Soraka in team fights, but I just wanted to kill him. And we survived for quite some time. So we lose that team fight. That could be the turnaround point in this game. Ender is actually going to go around for a flank. Hero Yui's still in there for some reason. And he's going to focus Nika, very intelligent. Hero Yui able to kill Chinook. And it looks like we're swinging around. Kirui dies, which he deserved to die in that fight. Looks like, yeah, gonna kill everybody. And we have the Warwick Ghost, and that's gonna be game. As soon as we get Warwick's Ghost, Warwick, again, the Warwick, strongest player on the strongest team probably. So, yeah, now we've completely demoralized them, and we're gonna be able to win solely on the fact that they're demoralized. Looks like they've gone for the quadruple Aegis build, which just gives them so much sustain in lane. So that's the strategy behind here is ultra sustain. You got ultra heals, you got ultra mana regen, you've got more mana regen and armor and stuff, and it's basically whenever you have multiple items stacked, you get it and all your teammates. So they're getting that Aura of the Legion thing, Aegis. I thought it was called Aura of Legion, whatever. Basically, they get that effect stacked like 8 or 9 times because it's like multiplicative or something like that. Plus the Iron Boots, it makes them have an aura or something like that. I don't know, whatever. You guys should look it up. I don't need to explain this to you because obviously I'm just a really good player, and good players, you should just trust what I'm saying is what it comes down to. I got 12 assists, guys. 12 assists as a Warwick. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, Nikasaur going 2-on-1 here is trying to kite this Kaz. Is doing a pretty good job of kiting him and leading him into the turret. But Kaz getting the last shot there, that was actually really good on Kaz's part. He's probably going to die for it though. He's now being surrounded. Kiryu coming in. Kaz actually getting a second kill. Wow, great play on his part. Ultimating, and there's a triple kill. Nice. That was basically mostly because of my support. And Kaz is just going to start wailing here on Chinook. Chinook deserves this for like trying to not be on our team in a game. Going to take down this turret. We should be able to win the game at this stage. Again, the emotional demoralization was really the key to this victory, and it's still it could come back. Now they're actually working their way up to Kindle Gem, which makes all of those effects stack even more. So now they have even more sustain. And as we all know, this last patch has made sustain a little bit imbalanced. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, everybody will agree with me. Anyway, Freak taking some spare damage. It's just that silence that's keeping him out of that fight. Nikasaur's in the front line, so Kaz is going to have to play ultra careful. We're pushing bottom lane in the meantime. We do have 4 clears nearby. So we still need to be very, very careful. And you're going to watch, as soon as Nika comes into the fight, we need to focus him. Looks like we're able to take out Chinook right there. Another kill right there, and there's Nikasaur kiting. We're just out of position. We can't do a lot. I'm just trying to attack minions, try to get this inhibitor down in the background, doing the very intelligent state. Instead of doing turret absorb, I'm kind of going back and doing the damage. We do have a call for Kaz cheating. It's very possible he was cheating, which is probably the only reason we took this game. I'm going to ult on Nikasaur under the turret, again doing my turret absorbing role right here, so the rest of the team can do stuff. So a really good engagement point. Going to be able to take out this turret. Should be able to take out the Nexus at this stage. We do have 2 heroes down, so we're a little bit more safer because we can actually win 5-on-3. Probably couldn't win in other circumstances. We also have the minion push alongside us. So, but we still need to be careful because if we all die, they'll push straight to our main Nexus, and that will be game because they can kill minions super fast at this stage. So anyway, Freak continuing to push up. Warwick trying to do some damage here. They're using their ultra. This is their strategy to come back in the game. They're using their ultra riot secrets to come back in this. And you can see there's the Legion Aura stacks right there on all of them. I don't know why it doesn't have like the times whatever number they're on it, because it really, really should. We're going to go back up into their jungle. We're going to wait for the minion push before we re-engage, because we really need it to engage them. And we might take Baron, although they can probably come up and take Baron from us. So we're going to have to be really careful in doing it. We didn't go Baron earlier because, honestly, we probably didn't have the damage to do it, because our Rumble is stacked. Because Kaz and kind of hacks and stuff. We don't have Ender with us, which is probably a mistake. We're going to need everybody to kill Baron. I don't have my Moderate Soul Stealer. We're actually putting up a surrender vote right here. This is our surrender vote. We're actually a little bit nervous about this, and we just wanted to have it up there in case we didn't get the Baron buff, but it looks like Freak actually came to that fight late. I should be able to ult on them, and it looks like I'm absorbing a lot of damage for the team there. I'm blocking that flash thing for Rumble, so that light aura thing goes through. I block it because you can block light with your body. That's how that works in real life too. I'm going to hold on top of Freak with all their enemies there, and lots of teammate support right there next to me, as you can see. So really very safe ult. And just going to go up and unload damage. Looks like Akali's getting out. I'm kind of just sitting near the exterior, trying to chase that Akali down, keep her away from our strong carry, because Rumble can't absorb a lot of damage here, and neither can Soraka. Able to get a kill there. I got the killing spree. I've got 2 kills on Freak now, which is awesome. Took out Warwick. Looks like we're going to... And here's that heal strategy coming in. You can just see they have so much sustain. So continued heal. Nika, the only reason we're winning these fights is because Nika's been boxed out, which is kudos to Ender, who's probably doing that. Now working on the Nexus right here. Nika, again, getting boxed out by the minions and by Ender. I don't know why why he's deciding to run for the Mordekaiser. Probably could take him down as Sona. Sona's a very good hard carry. We're just going to play very, very safe. We're going to back out. Again, conservative, aggressive style of play here. And we're going to go through the jungle, maybe take jungle, and come back in. We're going to let Cause sit back. Never mind, we actually accidentally took out the Nexus. Janook is raging because Ultra Hard was playing Ultra Hard, and they put in their best effort. I gave it to them, but we're just a better team is what it comes down to. That's really what Flat is. But it feels really good to beat like such a solid team, especially with such a hard game. And this music just makes me feel epic. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're looking for more League of Legends advice, I'd be happy to dole it out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for listening. And check out Nikasaur's podcast. He's a really good player. He gives a lot of cool advice out there. Freak, Trite Sucker. That's what you get. Things like that. I think that about covers it. Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.